Hello, dear viewer or viewers. Welcome back to another Dream Entry ASMR. Okay, so this one is titled In Between Dimensions, written circa September of 2021. So this is getting into later dreams now, and this one I actually do remember, and I'll give you more of a summary when I'm done reading it, but it's one that's kind of based off of psychedelics. Uh, but anyways, to the industry, I had dreamt of living an alternate life. But at the same time, I knew these people. They seemed as familiar as my family members in this life. However, I knew they looked and seemed like different people. In this dream, we all ate, slept, and played together like family. Families usually. Me in this dream, or the guy that was me, eventually got together with a girlfriend. Everything seemed normal at first, almost like watching a movie. But somewhere in the dream, the guy I was in the dream began to have mental problems. I would see things, but I would see myself in the third person. My girlfriend and I, in the dream, moved to another city. There was where I started losing my mind. I ended up going into this full-blown hallucination where I found myself in this other world. It's hard to describe that place, but the best way I can describe it is that almost seemed fluid or alive. Particles of light all bouncing around. Then I saw these beings, or alien-like humanoid figures. They seemed to have the same particles of light popping in and out of existence in and around their bodies. They had long, lanky bodies, hands, arms and legs, and elongated heads. Their faces seemed to have this ancient look about them, as if they had been around for a very long time. Must have awakened from that place at some point, but I was taken to a psychiatric hospital for being crazy. I saw in the dream that my girlfriend had drugged me with this alien-looking powder substance. The dream soon ended. And so that's another one. That's one where psychedelics substance played a part in the plot of the dream. And the fascinating part of the dream, obviously, is the part where the guy, or me, the guy I am in the dream goes crazy and starts hallucinating these beings he sees, or that I see in this alternate reality or universe, or whatever you want to call it, dimension. Um, And I drew a picture of this because I was just intrigued by these beings. And this wasn't long after my mushroom trip. And I'm kind of wondering if some of these correlate to that. But it was just fascinating because I still remember them. Even today, I still remember their faces. I still remember the way their bodies were structured. It was like they were alien beings, but they were talking to me telepathically in this alternate dimension that was made of light and stuff. And I can't recall what it was exactly, but it was like I got a mix of. They didn't like speak in words. They spoke in emotions. And it's interesting because when my initial emotions were shock and awe and like just amazement at these beings I was beholding at the moment, and it was like they were reflecting it back onto me as if I was the one who was amazing or like all awe-inspiring to them. And it was like we were having this conversation, telepathic conversation that was made up of emotions. And it was like that. It was like it happened like that. And like I said in the dream, I woke up like almost instantly. But it felt like I was there for a very long time. It felt like I was there a lot longer than a minute or two. And in dream time, that's like maybe a second, maybe less. So it's trippy to think about that this happened in a dream, but it was like a parallel life to mine. And it was like some guy that went crazy and saw these beings, but I was also seeing them because it was my dream, as I was experiencing the dream the same time this guy was experiencing this crazy experience in his life. And I'm seeing these beings with my own eyes in the dream. And it's almost as if I was peering into another dimension through a dream. And this is why dreams are so fascinating to me, because some dreams will just grip you, and they will just make you rethink your entire existence. Like, they will make you think for a very long time. And that's why I wanted to write down my dreams, because there's just something about the synchronicities alone in dreams. And there's so many other things, like the one I just talked about, where I literally met beings from another dimension. And I don't know if that place actually exists, but who knows? It could very well be a real dimension. Like, it could actually be a real place. These could actually be real beings that could not be talked to any other way except through a dream. And I just find it fascinating. I don't know. Call me a spiritualist, call me a crazy woohoo kind of guy, but I'm also a realist, Like, I'm a logical thinker. I like to work with my hands. I like to think logically. I like to analytically go through things in a scientific manner and try to disprove things. But also, there are things that make me question our reality. And no matter how much scientific analysis I can go through them, or no matter how much I can try and question these things, it's not going to hold a candle to the experience itself. Like, it's not going to explain anything. And it's like I'll come up with more questions than answers. It's like trying to solve the puzzle piece of our universe. There's more questions than answers. When astronomers look out into space and they see galaxies that are older than 14 billion years old, that's when the fabric of what we knew before breaks. And it's like, what else is out there? It's like, if the universe is older than we think it is, then were we wrong this entire time? And it's like, it just blows your mind. It's like opening doorways into other potential experiences. I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent here again. But I hope you enjoyed this one, because I definitely enjoyed this dream. Like I said, and it's just a very fascinating dream. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.